If you're going on a cruise this year, you might be wondering, what do I pack in my carry-on bag for embarkation day? After all, cruise lines are seemingly getting more strict with what you can and cannot bring on the first day of your cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I did a video similar to this probably about 3 years ago. However, something that I realized is I get a lot of questions and some things have changed, and some people are showing up on embarkation day and they're actually making some mistakes that are actually either getting their items confiscated, getting them delayed boarding, or they simply aren't bringing the things that they'll need for the first day of their cruise. Now, I am going to be using this piece of luggage to demonstrate in this video, and this video is sponsored by Level 8 Luggage. Now, I've worked with them several times over the last couple of years, absolutely loved their luggage, and this is a new one that I am just trying out, but more on that later on in the video. Now, before I get started, there are two things. Firstly, I kind of crowdsourced a little bit for this video. I asked in the Lifewell Cruise community, what are some of the things that you absolutely must bring on embarkation day in your carry-on or backpack? Got some amazing answers. A lot of them I do, but there were a couple that I do not do, and I thought those were really good ideas. And as well, if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, medical stuff. So if you are using a CPAP, this is something that you want to bring in your carry-on on embarkation day. And I do have a little extra tip for you as well. Let the cruise line know that you do have a CPAP, and this way oftentimes they're going to provide you with an extension cord, so this is not something that you're going to have to worry about, and oftentimes they'll have distilled water waiting for you in your cabin. All right, now for something pretty important, and you could probably put this in your personal bag, but your cruise documents. Now, you can have digital copies, but oftentimes cruise lines still ask you to print them out. So take a look at that. I usually print mine anyway, just in case. Now, as well, you want to make sure that you have your passports. Now, I just keep my passports in this passport holder. I also keep any cash that I might have on me. I'm going to keep that there as well. And this is a good place even for some of your documents or your boarding passes. Now, don't forget to bring your government ID in your wallet and some small bills as well. Now, small bills are going to be very handy because when you get to the cruise terminal, if you are checking your luggage, there are porters that are going to be taking your luggage, and it is customary to give them a small tip, so a few dollars when they do take your luggage, and they put it on a cart to bring to the cruise ship. A swimsuit and anything else that you'll need, like pool attire. Now, if you have kids with you, or you just are on a Caribbean cruise or a Bahamas cruise, and you think, you know what, I really want to start my vacation right away. I want to hang out by the pool, enjoy that. I think it's a good idea, by the way, because it usually isn't that busy in the pool area or even the water slides on the first day. So that's a little bit of a tip, but make sure that you do either wear your bathing suits under your clothing, or you can bring like a packing cube or something like that. And then once you get on the cruise ship, oftentimes you can't get into your cabin right away, so you can only get into your cabin like after 1 p.m. But you could even go change in a public washroom or simply wait until you do get into your cabin to change. Now, I always bring a change of clothes, and this way I don't stress out about what I'm wearing in the evening time and when my luggage is going to show up. So I have my change of clothes and an extra pair of shoes for the evening as well. Soft drinks. Now, this surprises many people, and obviously you do not have to bring soft drinks. But if you are on a cruise where you don't have the drink package, you might as well save some money and bring some soft drinks. So as an example, Royal Caribbean and Carnival allow you to bring a small amount of soft drinks. And what people will do is they'll bring a case of 12 soft drinks. You do have to make sure that you do put it in your carry-on bag, or another tip is that you can actually use a small cooler bag. Now, Carnival prohibits larger cooler bags, but they do allow sort of a personal size of 12 by 12 by 12. Wine. Now, you cannot bring any hard liquor on a cruise, but you are allowed to bring wine or even champagne on many cruises. And if you don't have the drink package, bring your wine allotment. Now, this is usually 1 bottle of wine per adult in the cabin. Your valuable electronics. So what I mean is your iPad, your laptop, any of that, even like your AirPods, make sure that you do have them with you. Now, one of the things that I really like about this carry-on piece of luggage is the fact that you have a separate laptop compartment. Now, there's actually a little sleeve where you can put not only your laptop, but your iPad or your Kindle as well. Now, this is the level 8 Grace carry-on size. However, it is available in checked luggage sizes as well. As a matter of fact, I got it in a 28-inch size. I'm going to try packing for my husband and myself in that one luggage. It happens to be on sale right now on Amazon for Prime Day. It is a phenomenal sale. I'm going to leave the link down below in the description in case you want to check it out. But I did want to show you a little bit more about this luggage so you can see what I really like. Now, this carry-on comes with a separate compartment for your laptop, your iPad, and other electronics. It actually has these nice little pouches that I really like. And by the way, it does come with an additional TSA lock that is integrated into the luggage main compartment. Now, people do sometimes ask me, how do you keep your laptop safe when you're on a cruise, for instance, or even in a hotel room? And this is actually one of the ways you can simply keep your laptop in your luggage and lock it in there. Now, this hard-sided luggage comes with a hard-shell micro diamond anti-scratch surface, as well as reinforced metal corner protectors. It is 8 multi-directional 360-degree wheels that are smooth and silent. And the aluminum telescopic handle makes it easy to maneuver as well. Now, in terms of the interior, you're going to find that the main compartment is large, and it does also have these interior pockets for extra organization. Now, on the exterior, it has an expandable zipper, so if you do need a little bit of extra storage, you have it. Now, if you are looking for a carry-on, checked luggage, or even a set, Level 8 does have an amazing sale going on right now on their Amazon store, so I am going to leave the link down below in case you do want to check it out. Now, along with your electronics, don't forget to bring any chargers and plugs. Once you do get into your cabin, you want to just plug those right in. And something that I always bring is a portable charger as well. Now, you'll want to bring all of the essentials that you might need for that first day. So if you think that you might be sitting out by the pool, don't forget to bring your sunglasses. I would be packing my sunscreen as well as my lip balm. Now, you want to make sure that you do bring your valuables with you in your carry-on and not in your checked luggage. So I always make sure that I have my jewelry case with me. I might put my husband's watch and, you know, a few other things, earrings, whatever, in there. It's also a good way to organize as well. So even if my things are not super valuable, I just keep it in there. And because it's so thin, it just slides right into one of the pouches in my luggage. A lanyard or a cruise card holder. Now, you're going to get a cruise card when you do get onto your cruise ship on most cruise lines. So something that you want to do is have a place to put that right away. Now, a lot of experienced cruisers know this, so they're going to be having their lanyards that are already ready to go. Or in my case, I recently started to use a cruise card holder, so that works as well. Now, by the way, any of the items that I am mentioning in this video, I am going to leave them all linked down below in the description in case you do want to check them out. Now, something not to bring is a surge protected power bar. So those power bars that you might use at home or even extension cords, those are not permitted on cruises. However, what they will allow you to bring is a non-surge protected power bar. Now, recently, cruise lines have been pretty strict with this because you never know, right? Sometimes it looks like it's non-surge, but maybe it is surge protected, and security makes the final choice. So something I suggest is not bringing any of the ones with that little extension. It seems like most of the time that is what gets flagged, or anything that looks very big. So I bring this non-surge protected power cube. It has 3 electric outlets and it has USBs as well. Now, the newer version of this actually has USB-Cs and USB-As. So it's even better, and it's really small, so I never have an issue. Your medication. So never travel without having your medication right on you, even when you're on a plane. Now, in particular, your prescription medication, there really is nothing more important. However, what you can do is also keep that prescription list like saved on your phone or printed out just in case there was ever an issue. But the other thing that you'll want to bring is just bring some over-the-counter medication. Now, I have this little pill box, and I have like the main medication that we might need, including even antacids, including even a little seasickness medication, all in here. Door decorations. Now, this was actually something that was mentioned by many cruisers. They said they like to have their door decorations in their carry-on bag. This way, as soon as they're allowed to go to their cabin, they decorate their door. Now, I have to say, I'm not somebody who decorates my door, even though I think it's a lot of fun. I'm already a little bit of an overpacker, so I just don't need more. But please let me know, do you decorate your cabin door or not? Please let me know down in the comments below. A whiteboard. Now, why would you need a whiteboard? Well, a lot of people like to bring a whiteboard to communicate not only with the people in their cabin. I think these days we can do it usually by text instead. However, the other reason is to communicate with your cabin attendant. Now, something that I do is I bring some Post-it notes, and of course, I bring a pen. That's also something a lot of people said, don't forget to bring a pen. They're not always around, and sometimes you do need to fill out forms, but I just bring a few Post-it notes. I throw it into my personal bag, and if I do need to leave a little note, I'll just put it on the desk for the cabin attendant. Now, I still do have a few items that you're not allowed to bring on the cruise on embarkation day, or even in some cases at all. I'm going to leave some of those towards the end of the video if I don't have like an alternative that you should bring instead. Makeup and any of the other items that you might need to refresh. Now, it can take a few hours to get your luggage. And what this could mean is maybe you do decide that you want to put on some makeup, you want to put on some deodorant, maybe you want to even curl your hair with a curling iron. So those are all things that you can bring in your carry-on bag. Now, something that you cannot bring on a cruise is any homemade food. Now, this surprises a lot of people, but what you are allowed to bring is actually prepackaged food. And some people say they like to bring some snacks on embarkation day. Now, you absolutely don't have to. You can put this into your checked bags, but sometimes people say, you know what, it can take a little while. Sometimes when you're waiting at the cruise terminal, maybe you got there very early, you get a little bit peckish before you get on the ship and you can have lunch, or maybe there's a delay, so you definitely can bring some snacks with you as well. An extra sweatshirt or a wrap. It can be surprising how on the ship, on the deck, it can be quite windy in the open sea, even when you're at the cruise terminal. So a lot of people say they have learned their lesson, and now they do bring a hoodie or some sort of sweatshirt if they are out on deck. A Yeti or tumbler. Now, I was actually surprised at how many people said that they brought this. They take advantage right away of getting their cold drink sitting by the pool. Let me know, please, do you bring a tumbler or a Yeti, and do you find it makes a difference? Please let me know down in the comments below. Magnets and other cabin organization items. Now, I thought I might be the only person that does this. I like to get the cabin organized with those little things right away. So I just put it in my carry-on bag, but I thought most people would put it in their check bags. But it turns out a lot of people, they like to set up their cabin right away. And by the way, one of the things, I forgot even to put it on this list, but I just thought about it right now, but Lysol wipes. It's a simple thing, but if you think you might want to wipe down your cabin quickly when you do get in, a lot of people like to do that. That is something to bring as well. All right, now I didn't want to do this video without including some of the things that people have tried to bring on embarkation day and have actually either gotten confiscated or even sometimes gotten them into trouble. And people do try to bring these things, and cruise lines are really sharing, do not bring these things. Now, one of the most common ones is any pocket knife or multi-tool like a Leatherman. And this one comes up quite a lot. Sometimes people are surprised that this will get confiscated, but you can't bring on any weapons. And even though this is a small tool and so many people might have it, this is not something that you can bring on a cruise ship. Helium-filled balloons. Now, this one surprised me, but on a couple of cruise line websites, I see that you are not allowed to bring helium-filled balloons. And I think that this is something that some people might, if they are celebrating an occasion, they might think that is something that they could bring on embarkation day. Ammunition. This has actually gotten people into trouble, so do not bring ammunition. And it's very similar to like the TSA rules when you are going on a plane in that way. And obviously don't bring any weapons. Now, the other thing is flowers and plants. Even though this might seem like a nice idea to bring fresh flowers or plants on embarkation day, this is something that is typically not permitted on a cruise. Any illegal substances, so even if they are legal in your state or where you live, you cannot bring any of them on. Now, I try not to say certain words on this channel because I don't want to affect the distribution, but even things like CBD gummies, which might seem like they shouldn't be a problem, but they actually have been, and they've gotten some people denied boarding on a cruise ship. Larger coolers. Now, in the video, I did share that you can bring small personal coolers, at least on Carnival, and keep in mind that they do allow people to bring soda, so this does make a lot of sense, but make sure that you keep that sizing to a minimum. Now, I am going to leave the links to the items that I mentioned in the video, including the Level 8 luggage and the Amazon links to the sale that is going on right now. Now, thank you very much to Level 8 for sponsoring this video. I would love to hear from you. Please let me know, what are some of the things that you always pack in your carry-on luggage for a cruise? And what are some of the questions that you might have? Please let me know down in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.